Controlled use of fire by humans dates back several 100,000 years, but the invention of matches is fairly recent. The first known use of matches dates back to the 5th century in northern China, and commercial safety matches were only invented in the early 19th century. You just need to rub a match head against the striking strip on the matchbox to start a fire. Matches come in a variety of matchbox formats. A liner board paper roll feeds into a machine, passing under a hot iron to reduce the moisture level to 5 or 6%. An automatic paper roll match inner box machine like this one can produce up to 55,000 liners per hour through high-speed die cutting, folding, gluing, and forming. The speed of the process depends on the inner box's size and on the paper's density. The machine shoots out formed inner boxes on a conveyor at a dazzling rate of nearly 1,000 liners per minute. The conveyor then drops the formed liners into storage bins. An automatic sorting machine files the boxes in single rows and arranges them upright on the conveyors, feeding the filling machine. In the meantime, a worker feeds pre-cut inserts to the outer box machine. High-speed die creasing and cutting tools automatically fold the inserts. As the folded liners run through the rollers, the machine forms and glues the box skillets. Each insert has 2 striking strips. In an industrial mixer, a worker pours gelatin capsules over potassium chlorate. Gelatin serves as a binder for the match head compound. The worker adds hot water before he starts the mixer to dissolve the gelatin, which combines itself with the potassium powder. The worker then adds silica granules, which act as a combustion controlling agent. He rinses the sides of the mixer with water as the compound mixture reduces. After about 40 minutes, when the mixture is liquid, the worker adds red coloring, as well as other compounds that make the match head burn more vigorously. On the splint production line, a worker inspects a batch of splintered aspen wood, impregnated with ammonium phosphate to prevent afterglow. The splints run over perforated plates to shake off any residue or waste. Then they go through a machine which automatically discards broken or undersized splints. The splints now reach the match dipping line, where the perforated steel match bar runs down an endless chain. The automatic feeder inserts over 2 million splints per hour into the sockets of the match bar. The splints first get a paraffin coating. While a mixer keeps the match head compound liquid, the loaded match bar lowers the splints to dip their heads in. After 5 seconds, the match bar moves back up, and the head compound mixture flows down into the mixing pan to be renewed, before another section of the match bar moves in. After dipping, the splints keep rolling down the match bar chain for drying. The chain loops up and down for about 1 hour, leaving the match head compound time to dry slowly and thoroughly. Once the heads are dry, the finished matches are ready for packaging. But first, the filling machine routes the outer and inner matchbox liners onto parallel conveyors. On a high-speed line, the machine can process at least 500 boxes per minute. The finished matches finally come off the match bar, and the filling machine places them into the inside liner. At this point, the machine processes about 200 matches per second. The filling machine pushes the inner liner to the outer skillet. The machine is calibrated to fill each box with a set amount of matches and reject the extra ones. Filled boxes come out on a packaging conveyor. You can find them in small cartons, medium-sized packages, or heavy-duty crates. But it takes just a single match to light your fire.